Welcome back to these daily videos where you start your day in a more conscious way, being the creator, the director, and the star of your life. That's what you want to be. You want to direct your life in the way you want it to be. And also about how you choose to sorry. How you choose to experience your life, because you are the one who gets to choose how you experience your days, your moments. I have worked through this for a lot of years because I have let so many outside experience circumstances and stuff and people dictate how I experience my life. But that's because we choose that. We choose that. We don't know anything different, right? So, what I've been working on for the last few years is really learning I'm the one who gets to dictate how I experience my life. So that means that whatever is going on outside, I have the power to choose how I react, how I respond, and all of that. So that's what these videos are about every day. We work on the mindset, we work on the spiritual aspect of you, we work on choosing the reality you want to be in and moving to that reality, how to do it, because it isn't always easy. Noticing our programming and conditioning, changing that because it was never real. It never has to stay the way it is. We can change our life in any moment. And that's when we get to change our life, is in the present moments. So usually I do some tarot cards or other oracle cards. Then I read a passage from a book that has a really powerful message. But today I'm just going to talk about something. But anyways, let's get moving on the cards. And the first card I have for us today is Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. Are things really as they seem? And boy, that's a whole rabbit hole thing. But we're not going to get down that today. But we know things right now are really not what they seem. We don't even know what the real truth is behind so many things that are going on. But what this wants to tell us is seen through the lens of past conditioning, just what I was talking about, the inability to recognize the truth of what is being offered, healing from misguided perceptions, moving beyond the illusion of separation. We are all one. And also, we were raised, I'm 61, so anybody who's like probably over 45, we were raised with such strict programming and conditioning about it, what it should be like to be a woman, to be a wife, to be a mother, all of those things, to be white, to be a certain color, whatever it is. There was so many societal programming and conditioning that we went through, cultural, just within our family, that we just kind of warped into being that. We never really had the chance to say, who am I really? What am I really? What am I really here on this earth to do? What is my true purpose? What is my mission? Any of that stuff. So now, if we're trying all to learn that and let go of the layers and layers and layers of this conditioning, that was not really us to begin with, and truly discover who we really, really are underneath it all, well, it takes a bit of time. It takes a lot. But that's what this is talking about. We're actually built to view the world inaccurately. Our five senses tell us we are separate from one another. We are really one, all one consciousness. Aspects, we actually all have an oversoul, each person that splits off into all these little pieces, and all the little pieces of our soul are living these different lives at the same time. There's no past or present. So once we realize, and we're all part of this one consciousness, so we're all part of each other, in other words, this creates a consciousness of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is. I grew up like that, thinking this cannot be all there is, because this is not, this is crazy. Work, sleep, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. That's like, no, that's not the life I want to live. The entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors, and our job is to discover the truth that lies beyond this illusion. Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known. At an atomic level, we are all blinking lights and empty space. Everything is energy. Consciousness is fundamental time, can be bent, and we are all eternal, right? Time does not exist. Ask yourself if what you see is really just what you're looking for. We see what we perceive in the world. So my beliefs show me what I see. If I believe the world is a certain way, I will look for that. I will see that. I will notice it. I will notice it more of it. If someone, a friend next to me believes the world is different, she will see the world differently than I do. And we know that. We even know that people perceive colors differently because we're all different in that way. We may all be one, but we are all different too. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul and call for a vision, a feeling, and awareness of the true and authentic? Who am I really at this core level? Well, you are a soul, a soul having this human experience. Your body is just the vessel for you to have this human experience. You get to control this vessel more than you think. Instead of our soul being in our body, our soul is so much bigger than that. It's so much more powerful. We also have a huge life force, that is our soul, that comes into this life. But the programming and conditioning makes us believe we are so small and we don't have a lot of control. We don't have a lot of power. And then the next card is Ears Wide Open. And this is from the Seven Energies Oracle deck. Deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention. This is really, the world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. These two cards, they work so perfect together. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise and that reaches our ears. Humans are only able to perceive a very small amount of what is really all around us. So there's, theories that there's fairies and dragons, and and Sasquatch and all that is just at a different frequency. We cannot perceive it with our limited kind of view of things, but it's still there. Just like they say, your loved ones around you that have passed over. Some people can see that, but most of us can't because of our limited vision, our limited way of thinking, and not training ourselves to see it, not growing up knowing that that is possible for us. Now is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, right? Like we get so distracted by the outside world that we need to come back to us, knowing what is truth, going, okay, if what I see in the world is because of my beliefs, my patterns, my habits, my conditioning, if I want things to be different, that means those things within me have to be different. I need to open up to other possibilities and opportunities. Like I need to open up my awareness. What else is there that I have not been able to see? I'm open to seeing. So it's just so interesting, right? Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, some of the things that are being shown to us, we're just so distracted that we don't see all of it. So you may be having the ability to have answers or new things come to you or opportunities, but you're just unable to see them at the moment because you're just so focused on something over there. So we need to be aware of that. There's so much more for me to see. I'm going to take some time to be open, be in wonder, ask what else is there for me? What am I missing? I am open to seeing things, right? And then the last card I have is the World card from the Tarot deck. And this is completion, achievement, fulfillment, sense of belonging, wholeness. Great unity and wholeness. So again, this talks about unity, us all being one, part of the one great consciousness, and harmonizing. It can also be talking about our life. It's about completion and achievements, which we are never really done, right? It's an ongoing thing as long as you're alive. You're expanding, growing, and all of that. So good for us, right? That's what we want to do. But also be open, be aware, continue growing, continue noticing what might be around you. There's a whole world out there. There is so much more than we were ever taught that's available to us. So let's open up Open up to possibilities, open up to seeing things that we may not have been able to see before, opening up our perception and accepting that there are things, other things that we have not yet heard of that are here for us. All right, those are the cards. And what I want to talk about today is how we give our energy away. So a lot of people in life are talking about, oh, I'm depleted, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, because you can be caught up in that eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, whatever, or drama that's going on in the world. Like there's so many things that pull our attention to it. We give our attention. I'm watching that. I'm listening to that. I want to know more about that. We're just constantly giving out our energy, but not taking time to replenish your energy. Whew. I don't do enough of that either. So we need to remember what feeds your soul, what feeds your energy, what helps you feel good, what helps you to feel vibrant. Of course, there's food, exercise, sunshine, fresh air, all of that, which is really, really important. But let's shut off in a way, like let's not go out there all the time, as in the world is out here. It's actually within you, the most important part of it. I'm sitting, I'm meditating, I'm calling all my power back, right? All the pieces that I've given out, I'm now pulling it back in, going inward, breathing, connecting to my body, feeling my breath, counting my breath, whatever it is, just being there, allowing the energy to flow in and flow through you, noticing how that would feel. And then also doing things that bring you joy, doing things that feed your energy, that make you feel good. We all know what those are. You know what those are. Being creative, because when there's that give and take. You're giving, but you're creating, and that creation is giving back to you. It's making you feel joy. So everybody has something different. Sometimes when people volunteer and help others, they receive back so much. They feel like, oh my God, it is such a gift to receive all this love back. So you need to be open to receiving. So if you are someone who loves giving, are you also receiving? Because you can give all your energy away, but you are not receiving it back. And giving, helping people, sharing people, gifting people our time should be something that brings us more energy back than we give out. So just start to notice these things in your life. Are you giving too much of your energy away? Are you also too focused on things outside yourself that's going on that really you can't control right now? Bring it in, focus on you, do things that bring you joy, be creative if that's give and receive, and just let that flow of energy go back and forth. Work on your breath, align your chakras. You can look at meditations for that. But anyways, all right, it's long enough. I'm going to just go. Take time to breathe right now. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Feel the energy in the breath move through your whole body. Sit in the present. Feel your body connect and know that you are and you can continue to be the receiver and the giver. Receive and give, and bring that more energy back into you, and stop giving away all your energy to something that doesn't serve you. All right, have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.